we interrupt your World War III role play for 1984 role play. In between World War III war role play again. Fuck, I can't say that. Have I stutter on?
Yeah, you do look like a dad.
This isn't my jacket. This is Sean's jacket. He got it. He doesn't know how to style things that he buys, so I just wear them because I can style them better.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Sean with that shit on. You know what I mean?
No, if you have seen Sean with that shit on, it's because I dressed him. Like, we're going to take our invite pictures next weekend, and I have handpicked his entire outfit. And I was like, you cannot wear this, or this the entire week. Because I don't want it dirty. I don't want it wrinkled. I don't want there to be a stain that I can't remove. I just want it, like, you need to keep it locked away in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
And we will figure it out. Yeah, we're speed running 1984.
We're speed running another fucking revolution. We did the Boston Tea Party again in Missouri.
Someone pointed out it's always Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
It's the Vikings.
It has to be. Their football team can't win, and so the Minnesotans are like, well, we need something. It's
because they're bored. I've said it before.
Minnesota is where George Floyd happened, right?
Minnesota is where George Floyd happened. It's like the epicenter of the whole Somali thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a lot. George Floyd, and then now the ICE killings. I mean, Tim Walz.
Yeah.
The whole, like, fraud thing. Yeah. It's just like, it's just thing after thing with them. And you know what's funny? I was watching the news today, and there's protests against ICE in Vacaville and Placerville. Yeah. And I said,
even the deep red states are like, stop it.
This is like, it's
it's because a white lady was killed.
Yeah, but we gotta, I'm not calling someone being killed by the US government a W, but we have to take our W's where we can take them. Like, if people are going to mobilize over something, let's let them mobilize over something. Let's not be like, no, you can't. I don't know if you saw this one video of the white lady who was like, I don't feel my white tears are appropriate for this moment. And it's like, okay, I might owe Eddington the movie.
That's the one with the little teddy bear, right?
That's Ted. Eddington is a movie that came. You ever heard of Midsummer?
No, I know what Ted is, but the teddy bear had like a rain hat.
Paddington.
Yeah. There we go.
Not Eddington. Paddington. No, Eddington's a movie that came out last year. You know who Ari Aster is?
I feel like I've heard the name.
He did Midsummer and Hereditary and Beau is Afraid.
Oh, yeah. I watched a video on Beau is Afraid recently.
Yeah.
Seems like a movie that would kind of psychologically fuck me up, so I'm going to avoid it.
A lot of people did not like it. Ari Aster is kind of a provocateur.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hereditary, I think, is his best movie. It's also his first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all you really need to know about that. But at the same time, he has like this thing where it's like there's a moment in every one of his movies, like a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah.
Like kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan twist, but it's like there's a moment. And Eddington is a movie about the COVID lockdowns.
Oh. And
we have an audience here, and he's just going crazy right now on blankets. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So Eddington's a movie about the COVID lockdowns, and it's about this town in, I think, New Mexico.
Okay.
And it's Arizona or New Mexico. It's one of those two. And Pedro Pascal is the mayor, and he's running for re-election, and Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff. And
Is Joaquin Phoenix just in every Ari Aster movie?
Yes, he's like a Ari Aster. He's not in everyone. He's not in Hereditary, and he's not in Midsummer.
Okay.
But it seems like it's trending in that direction of being like, he's like his muse or whatever.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix gets radicalized by being online.
Okay.
In 2020, and he kind of becomes like he's like he's weird because he's not like outright like I love Trump, but he's not like I don't love Trump, and he's also like COVID's fake, not a real thing. I don't want to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And he never like explicitly becomes like a Republican, but he's like anti-mask, and that's like his whole shtick. And so he tries to run against Pedro Pascal in this election, and then they use George Floyd's murder as like a backdrop, like the protests for it. And there's this scene where they're like confronting protesters, and the protesters are like talking about like land acknowledgements and all this bull crap, you know, just like, you know, woke,
like dumbass liberal shit,
like woke 1.0.
Yeah,
like, you know, you can't just be like, hey, this man was killed by police, that person needs to be held accountable. Like it's just incredibly like reductive to protesting in small town Arizona or New Mexico or wherever they are. But I did not like Eddington.
Because, yeah, I don't think I would like that either.
Well, this is the whole thing. First off, I understand that millions of people died from COVID. I do not want to see it in a movie. I do not want to see it in a TV show. There was TV shows, Grey's Anatomy. They did a run during COVID where like COVID just happened in the TV show. So they were like wearing masks as they filmed.
Yeah,
and it's like, I understand that was like a safety thing, but like, let's not acknowledge the real world.
Yeah, the same thing happened in Shameless. That's how Frank Gallagher died. He dies of COVID.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
I've only watched through season 7 because after Fiona leaves, I was like, I can't. We're once it started gearing towards being about Debbie, I was like, I fucking hate Debbie.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I cut out too.
I can't. But yeah, so Eddington was a good movie. The moment that happens in the movie, just jaw dropping. My jaw was on the floor, and I was like, this has the potential to be the most generational run of all time. Boom, Antifa. Just Antifa's in the movie. It's a thing, and I was like, stop. Antifa's not a thing. It's an ideology, and it simply means I don't like fascism. Like, it's not a group.
So this movie is just like a mood board for every like stupid ass like liberal idea, like the insanely online liberals. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. And so that's the whole thing, is like, in it there's the COVID stuff and all this stuff. Like, there's a scene where Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal get in a fight to the backdrop of Firework by Katy Perry, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. This is fucking hilarious.
That scene sounds crazy.
Right? That's in the first half of the movie. And I even said in my review on Letterboxd, if you were to watch until the 20-minute left mark, where there's 20 minutes left of the actual movie, not including the credits, just 20 minutes left of the actual movie, and then just turned it off, perfect movie. Great movie. The ending, you see professional agitators that are liberal based. Like, it's right-wing people making professional like, it's weird. And it's like things that just don't happen.
Okay.
And then it turns into the whole, like, I don't know. They make it's also a thing about data centers too. Like, there's like, one of the big things in it is that like there's a AI company that's like wanting to open a data center
at the end of 2020.
Yeah, that's another big thing. And so I was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. But also, like, it's just like all of these problems in a 2-hour movie, and it's like kind of too much to juggle.
Yeah.
And it just ends up being dumb at the end, and I hated it. And I think one of the big things is that they were very quick to be like, Antifa is an actual group. And like all this stuff about George Floyd, and portray the protesters as like earnestly being like that, you know. Didn't name drop Donald Trump once in the movie.
How is Ari Aster politically aligned?
He's liberal. He's liberal. If you watch his movies, he's clearly liberal. He's not.
I mean,
I would say he's like one of those guys, maybe like libertarian, in the sense of kind of like, I think everyone's ideology is a little bit dumb, which is a valid, like, I think it's a valid critique. But the movie itself is like trying to clearly paint Joaquin Phoenix's character as like, he's the main character of the movie. So he's like clearly like a malignant protagonist. Like, he's a bad protagonist. And it's trying to do that, but then it also like, I don't know, like they have Marjorie Taylor Greene in the movie, not as like a actor, but like a video of her from like her official like Twitter or whatever. And it just, they don't name drop Donald Trump once, but they name drop George Floyd, and they name drop like Antifa, and they're like, Antifa is an actual like physical group that organizes. And it's just like, that's like ridiculous to me, that if you're going to make a movie about how like like the movie itself, the message it's trying to convey is that conservatism is toxic, it radicalizes people, and that ultimately the two sides are pinning working class people against each other to distract from basically selling out the country to tech oligarchs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, you've made an actual point. You've made a very valid point. And then it doesn't name drop the enemy. And it's like, you can't, I'm sorry, in a country that has elected Donald Trump twice to office, you can't dance around a point like that.
Yeah.
You kind of have to just look at the camera and say, this is Donald Trump's fault. Like, this is his ideology, and this is what it's doing to America.
Yeah.
Like,
I tried to find out, because you can look up like voting records for people, right?
I don't think Ari Aster is American.
Oh.
I don't. Like, I have no proof. That's just my inclination.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
He's white. He doesn't look American.
Okay, because I put who did Ari Aster vote for U.S. and then searched, and then all I got was fucking news articles saying how bad Eddington is.
The thing, yeah. Yeah. That's the
thing. Also, Ari Aster also said the reception to Beau is Afraid, he was like, I can't believe A24 was dumb enough to give me $35 million for that movie. And then they were also stupid enough to give me $30 million for this movie.
So this is the whole thing. There's a type of director, a provocateur. Emerald Fennell, the one who did Saltburn.
Okay.
Have you seen Saltburn?
Nope.
Okay. Emerald Fennell just does.
I've seen Fight Club.
She didn't do Fight Club. Saltburn is a movie that does gross stuff for the sake of being gross. Like, it's supposed to be provocative.
Like, is it like a body horror type of gross, or is it like Two Girls, One Cup type of gross?
Barry Keoghan drinks Jacob Elordi's semen out of a bathtub drain.
Okay, so like Two Girls, One Cup gross.
Yeah.
Got it.
You
ever seen that?
No.
Google, pull up Two Girls, One Cup.
No. So there's a provocateur. There's also a guy named Lars von Trier, who did a movie called A House That Jack Built.
I've heard of that before.
One of the fucking best movies I have ever seen in my life. I don't know what I was watching. The movie ended and Sean and I kind of just looked at each other and we were like, what the fuck?
You ever seen Treasure Planet?
No.
That's the best movie I've ever seen.
It's a good choice. It's a really good choice. But then he did a movie called, oh God, I forget. I don't even remember. Oh, Antichrist. Okay. With Willem Dafoe, and I don't remember the actress that was in it.
Oh, was Willem Dafoe Satan?
No.
Aw.
Essentially, there is a miscarriage, and then him and his wife go into like the woods to like cope with this miscarriage, and a lot of crazy shit happens. And it's like, I watched it and I was like, the person who made this movie, and I'm not even trying to be like hyperbolic or whatever, they are not mentally well.
The person who made the movie?
Yeah. Lars von Trier. Like to make this as a movie, there has to be something psychologically wrong with you. And sure enough, I looked it up and it was like after he made that movie, he went into like rehab and like an inpatient program. Like he literally had to go like get psychiatric help because of like how bad, like he was like, this was a reflection of my like psyche at the time. And I was, that's kind of like what Ari Aster is like,
I was about to say, that's what that video that I watched, like breaking down Beau is Afraid, that's what the guy who made the video was saying. He's like, this movie is so specific in certain parts and like how the character reacts to things that this has to come from Ari Aster himself,
right?
And like past traumas
well,
that he's
that's
dealt
the whole
with.
Thing is most directors personify themselves into their movies. So I know that
especially Quentin Tarantino.
Absolutely. The Feet. Absolutely.
He's in his own movies too. Yeah.
Well, I know it's beating a dead horse, right? But if you watch Boogie Nights by Paul Thomas Anderson and you read about what he was up to back then, he was just straight up coked out of his mind. And you watch Boogie Nights and you see Mark Wahlberg in the movie and you say, oh yeah, this was just Paul Thomas Anderson writing himself as a porn star in this movie. And then you watch One Battle After Another this year, or I guess last year, and you realize that he's now married to a black woman and has multiple daughters who are now, I don't know, he's married to Maya Rudolph. I don't know if Maya Rudolph is full black, but his daughters are by, genetics black and at least half black. You have Leonardo DiCaprio on screen with a half black daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of this like burnt out 40-year-old. Paul Thomas Anderson is like a 40-year-old who's not on coke anymore. He just smokes a lot of weed.
And that's why he's so burnt out.
Not like burnt out, but kind of just like more laid back, less like rigid and less like, you know, cokey.
Mm-hmm.
And so you look at it and you say, yeah, this is just absolutely Paul Thomas Anderson like writing himself into these characters. And so that's fine. The problem I have with Eddington is the Antifa thing. I hate when movies do that. Did you ever see Civil War?
Mm-mm.
Amazing movie. A lot of people hated it because they were like, oh, it both sides the issue. And I was like, it very much doesn't both sides the issue. Like the whole catalyst of the Civil War is that the American president started bombing American citizens.
Yeah,
and then,
that would do it.
And then California and Texas both were like, hey, you can't do that. California, because they were like, we hate Republicans, and Texas because they were finally like woken up with the whole don't tread on me thing. Is that a little...
That's crazy. California and Texas aligning.
It was the California-Texas alliance.
That's crazy.
And then...
What about everybody in between?
I don't remember the factions, but it essentially was like...
I mean, I eventually want to watch that, so don't go into too much
They
detail.
No, it's not a big spoiler. They posted a map of like the opposing army. It was literally just Civil War 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas and California kind of were like, we both don't like the idea of the federal government trampling on us, but we are politically not the same. So we will team up until we can take out the federal government, and then
God, can you imagine
as usual?
Gavin Newsom and what?
Greg Abbott.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom giving backshots to Greg Abbott.
I think given the chance, Gavin Newsom would push Greg Abbott into traffic in his wheelchair. But yeah, so the movie, really great. And it's not necessarily about, it is about the Civil War,
mm-hmm.
like about a civil war in America and about American politics, but it's photojournalism.
Yeah.
And it's more about the ethics of like journalism in America
mm-hmm.
and like the responsibility they have, which is why I like it. But there's one moment in the movie, and this isn't really a spoiler, but they're like at a stadium at like a shelter, and they're like, yeah, after the Antifa riots. And I just was like, oh my God, dude, like that's not a thing. And even if it was a thing, the idea of being like Antifa's bad, it's short for anti-fascist.
Yeah.
Like just give it up. But yeah, that's the whole narrative now being spun in Minnesota, is this woman who was just simply turning around her car was Antifa. I don't know if you saw it, but they were like, oh, the stickers on the back of her windshield like indicate that she was part of some like whack job liberal groups. It was like Zion National Park, Yosemite National Park. It was just national park stickers, and it's like, yeah, online keyboard warriors don't know what outside is.
I saw a video from because they're like protesting where she got shot.
Yeah.
And at some point,
do you know it's 4 blocks from where George Floyd was killed? Yeah. Like 4 blocks.
There was a guy who was videotaping, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm at the like ICE protest where that woman got killed. I can't believe it happened 2 doors down from this." And then he turns the camera around, and then somebody's house has like this giant statue of a T-Rex stepping on a car, and then like a flying shark.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
in their front yard.
It's in the video. It's in the video of the killing.
Oh, I didn't see it in that. I was kind of focused on other things.
No,
yeah, I was just like, that's a crazy statue.
I don't know if you saw it, but JD Vance, being the fucking chud that he is, he's online chronically just being like, well, actually the officer has the right to kill anyone he wants for any reason. And that guy that does the Fortnite thing, the one that had Gavin Newsom.
Oh, Connor Eats Pants.
Yes. Yeah. He responded to him and was like, you were the only baby worth giving up for crack. And like, just, it was a little bit longer than that, but that was the first sentence. And it got like 5 million likes to JD Vance's like 1,000 likes.
Oh my God, I need to see this. Dude, I love Connor Eats Pants.
JD Vance has not tweeted since.
Oh my God.
He has not retweeted anything. He has not anything. Like, clearly he saw that and is now like killing himself.
That's hella funny.
I was like, how do you do this to like, it's just, I don't know. It's just insane to me.
I can't find, what is his?
Just go on Twitter and search Connor Eats Pants. I'm sure.
I can't. His account doesn't come up anymore.
Oh, they killed him.
They killed Connor
they
Eats
did an
Pants.
airstrike on him.
Let me see. What does it say? Sorry, but you were the only baby ever worth choosing crack over. Every time your mom neglected you was justified. Sorry. Amy Adams sucked in that movie too. Sorry. Nothing you touch ever goes right. You should try some of Elon's medicine sometimes. Sorry.
The Amy Adams sucked in that movie too is the fucking cherry on top, because
Your life is an all-time justification of post-birth abortion. Thanks for the invitation to criticize you and your fellow administration of pedophile rapists. What a sorry excuse for a father, husband, vice president, human, and mammal. Suck this country's collective dick. And now I cannot find Connor Eats Pants' Twitter profile.
Damn, they killed him. The Amy Adams thing is the cherry on top.
Oh no, here it is. I accidentally just had it muted.
Not muted. The Amy Adams thing is the cherry on top, because
Connor tweeted 20 hours ago, back from the Antifa gaming meeting.
Gay men love Amy Adams, right? She's amazing. But every person, including non-gay men, who likes Amy Adams collectively agrees that her career ended when she was in Hillbilly Elegy as his mom. Like, that was the downturn of her career. And it's like JD Vance ruins everything. She literally was like a shoo-in, like, because she was in Arrival, which is that movie with like the aliens and their like language thing.
Yeah.
She was also in Enchanted, which is like Disney's best original thing that they've ever made ever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's just like, she just was like, hot take, she was a good Lois Lane. Sorry, she was. Kill me, I don't care. She was a good Lois Lane. She was on the upturn. She was a shoo-in for an Oscar, and then boom, JD Vance movie. So when you're at the polls in 2028 and JD Vance is winning like maybe Idaho, because I don't think that anyone has it in them to vote for JD Vance. Yeah. Remember that. He ruined Amy Adams' career, but he didn't ruin episode 49 of the Learning Curve podcast.
Woo!
I'd work that in so well.
I had a dream last night that I was looking at a meme and it was really funny. And I remember what it was. And I'm going to try to recreate it and put it on the screen.
Okay. I saw that you put, I haven't watched the YouTube video yet, but I saw that you put the fucking Lamborghini video.
Yeah, the one that I was talking about.
That was the default thumbnail when I went to like, put the real thumbnail in. That was what YouTube defaulted it to.
Put Cameron POV on it.
Yes. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I want to start working more shit in like that. But the meme that I had a dream about was, it was a picture of 3 sardines. They were like lined up next to each other, not like in a can or anything. They were dead, but they were lined up next to each other. And it says the letters are backwards, or no, the letters are sideways. And that's all it's.
Oh, because they're sideways.
I don't know why.
Because they're lined up in a line. Yeah. So if they're looking at letters, the letters would be sideways.
Oh,
which is not.
That's hella funny.
That's actually not how vision works either. Like, the vision just rotates. Speaking of sideways and backwards letters, I've watched Tenet twice this week.
Oh my god, I love Tenet.
I watched it. There was a moment last week on.
I've been wanting to watch Tenet again.
The day we recorded last week.
Mm-hmm.
After we recorded, I was sitting in my room reading, and I was like, if I don't watch Tenet, I'm going to fucking combust.
Yeah.
So the next day I watched Tenet. And then last night I watched Sicario.
Oh, I love Sicario. I haven't seen the second one.
There's a second one?
Yeah. Sicario Day of the Soldado, I think is what it's called.
It's not directed by Denis Villeneuve. There's no way.
I don't know. It might be.
Let's see.
Let me see. Sicario.
I feel like I would know if Denis Villeneuve did another movie like that.
Director. Stefano Solima.
Okay. You also, by the way, gave
There's a Sicario 3?
You also gave Sicario 3 stars on Letterboxd, by the way.
I only gave it 3?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. You didn't write a review, just left 3 stars. But yeah, so I watched Sicario last night.
Oh yeah, Sicario 3 is upcoming.
Interesting. Who's directing it?
It's coming out this year.
Is it with this? It's not with the same people, is it?
Yeah, it is.
What?
As Benicio del Toro.
I guess I'll have to watch it. Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin.
I don't remember his name, but he's in Black Panther. Oh, he's also in Get Out. What's his name?
Oh,
oh God, Daniel.
He played
Daniel. Daniel. It starts with a G.
Daniel Gutierrez.
No, you think a black guy's named Daniel Gutierrez?
He might be.
Oh God, I'm looking it up.
Who the fuck? Why can't I find the director on this? This is just a news article.
Daniel Kaluuya. Kaluuya.
That doesn't start with a G. I hate to tell you.
Okay, G A B C D E F G H I J K. I was a few letters away. No, so I watched Sicario last night. Thought it was really good, and then I said this kind of reminds me of Tenet. So Nick had gotten home from visiting his grandma, and I was like, "Do you want to watch Tenet? Have you ever seen Tenet?" And he goes, "No." And I was like, "Okay, we're gonna watch Tenet." So I watched Tenet again last night.
Stefano Sollima is the director for Sicario 3.
Okay,
same director as Sicario 2,
which is Day of the
Soldado.
Yeah. What is Sicario 3 called?
Just Sicario 3, I think.
I don't see it. It's not on Letterboxd.
I had to scroll so far. Yeah, the first director for Sicario was Denis Villeneuve. I had to scroll so far to find the fucking IMDb for it, and then it was like, you need IMDb Pro to see who the director is because this movie is not yet released. I was like, what the fuck?
Interesting. So when I watched Tenet last week on Monday, well, I guess this week on Monday, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's literally just called Sicario 3.
I wrote, the Academy should be forced to write, "I'm sorry, Elizabeth Debicki," 1 million times on a chalkboard for not giving her an Oscar for this. And then last night, this was my review.
Oh my God, it's fucking backwards.
It's the same review, just backwards. I sent myself a message from the future.
So I have a couple tiny things leading into one larger topic that I want to talk about, just because I feel like they're sort of relevant.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I talked to you about these already, but not on the podcast. But there have been a couple notable hacks that have taken place recently.
Yeah, Instagram got hacked.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've literally gotten a text recently because I have 2-factor, and it was like, click here to reset your password, like to confirm. Or like if you got a password reset request, click here to reset your password.
Yeah,
and I was like,
click that.
I was like, that. Well, no, it was from Instagram. Like it was an actual thing. Like someone just clicked reset password, and because your number is already plugged into the 2-factor authentication, it just says like, oh, we'll send it to ... And
well,
then
if they got hacked, they have your phone number and they know, and then they can just send you a text that looks like that goes to a site that looks like an Instagram link.
I have reset my Instagram password before, and it's from that same number. Like you can see the texts that Instagram has sent me that I requested, so it was from Instagram.
Okay.
Then I got 2 emails. Well, I was clearing out my junk mail, and I saw in there 2 emails from them. And same thing, it was like, oh, password reset request, and I was like, oh, this looks like spam or whatever, but I clicked on the because it says from Instagram to me. I clicked on the from Instagram thing, and it was actually Instagram. So
dude, for a while I was getting those like reset password requests from PayPal, like someone was trying to log into my PayPal. And then the weird, because every now and then you like get one of those and you're like, oh,
what do you have PayPal for? I have PayPal, but what do you have PayPal for?
Oh, I use PayPal to buy like anything online.
Really?
Yeah, I never plug in my card number to anything.
Oh, I use Apple Pay.
Oh, well, not everyone takes Apple Pay. Like a lot of things do, and I guess you can use it like if you're buying shit on your phone, you can do it that way. But
yeah,
I've had a PayPal account since I was like in beginning of high school. But the weirdest like password reset email I've ever got was from Popeyes, and I was like, I don't have a fucking Popeyes account.
Okay, do you use Apple's password manager?
I do, but only for one password because I had to. Oh, for my Smut account. No, not for my. Yes,
for
my
Smut account. I was
for my Smut account, I had to reset my password on that a couple times because I kept forgetting it, like the exact combination of like capitals and symbols and shit, and so I just threw it in there because I was like, I'll just let this.
I'm not trying to out you right now, but do you use like just keyboard smashing passwords, or do you use like actual like?
I mean, I use actual passwords, but not the same for everything.
Well, yeah, no, obviously, but like, you know, password would be like, you know, password 1234, right? That's a normal password to me. Keyboard smashing is like the one where your phone or your whatever your laptop says like, oh, do you want to use like 1 2 lowercase w uppercase q dash, you know, whatever. Do you use that, or do you use like password 1234s?
I used the second one.
Okay. I don't really care. I'll just say it out loud on the podcast. I had to reset my work laptop password, and we don't keep sensitive files on our laptop. You would have to go into my laptop, log into the VPN, which has a different password. And then it also has like a literal 3-factor authentication to my work phone to get into the VPN. Like,
it's like click this link on your phone, take a picture of yourself, and then also take a shit in this cup and mail it to us.
So you click the little globe icon, because I have Windows, so it's click the little globe icon in the bottom right. Click connect. You have to select the right VPN of the list of hundreds of VPNs. So you have to know which VPN you're looking for.
Why do you have hundreds of VPNs on there?
Yeah, I don't. It's Global Connect or something like that, and you can just choose different servers.
Oh,
so you have to choose the right server.
It's not like this server is linked to this account or anything. Yep. It's just you can browse every server.
Yep.
Okay.
But you have to choose the right one. So then you sign in with my work username, which is the same as my login username, but the password's different. So you have to know the password for that. Then it will send a push notification to my work phone, which will say, did you just try to do this? Then you have to know the password to get into my work phone. Then it opens up the Microsoft Authenticator account. Then you have to know the password to get into that app. Then you have to plug in the work passcode again, and then like select the right number that displays on the work. Like it's like a whole thing. Like you would have to.
Is this more convoluted or less convoluted than what you had to do to log into shit at your last job? Because for what you do, this sounds like way too much.
It is.
Like, it's good to be secure and shit, but this sounds way too much. This sounds like the steps that you should have had to take at your last job.
You have to kind of think about the subject matter that I work with and how people get about that shit. So it does need to be secure. But it is the same broad scope. So at my last job, it was the same VPN, same company, Global Connect, same laptop, right?
Yeah, but steps to get into
the steps was just simply log into your work thing, and then it would this is the difference. So with my current job, I can open my laptop, put in my password, and just go on to our like websites and do anything I want. What I can't do is access our intranet, because we have an intranet. I cannot access that or anything like sensitive without being on the VPN. But I can go into like our SharePoint, but you would have to know where to go to get into the SharePoint. But the SharePoint doesn't contain anything that's not eventually going to be public anyway, so it doesn't really matter. At my last job, you couldn't even open Teams without being on the VPN.
Okay.
So that was the difference. I also didn't have a work phone at my last job, so I had to have the 2-factor on my personal phone. And that was just Duo. But that just sent me like, was this you? And you just click yes.
Okay.
But so on my work laptop, it makes me change my password every 72 days, which is very weird. I don't know why 72. And so my password, I usually just make it a obscure person in my life's name, not like my mom's name, whatever, but it's like someone like random. Like I just think of someone completely random that is not like my best friends or like my parents. Like it'll be like, oh, my third cousin. Like their first initial. This was what I usually do, and sometimes I'll change it to like a full sentence, but I had it as, I think like at one point, like my second third cousin's, Jesus Christ, my third cousin's first initial, their full last name, and then their birth year. Right. So this time I was like, I'll make it Josh's name. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Josh's name is not complex enough to be a password, apparently.
Even if you put the Ua on it?
I had his, no, I had,
you do his first, middle, and last?
No, I had his first initial, his middle initial, his full last name, his birth year. That was not complex enough. And it was capital, all lowercase, and then his birth year.
Yeah.
And that was not complex enough, so I had to change it to something completely else, and now it's a full sentence. And that was that was the difference. Is it so at the oh god, I just fucking said it out loud.
That's okay, I can mute it.
Mute it out. Okay, so at my last job, the criteria for passwords was so much like crazier. Mm-hmm. It was like it could not be a certain letter or a certain number of your name. So for example, my name's Cameron. I couldn't have CAME, 4 letters of my name or more in sequence.
You can't put Came in your password?
Nope. And so I couldn't have that 4 letters of my first name, 4 letters of my middle name, or 4 letters of my last name in sequence. In sequence. So like obviously because there's only 26 letters, you know.
Yeah.
But like I could not put CAME, AMER, MERO like that. Like that could not appear, or any version of that, my middle or last name. Could not contain the exact 4 numbers of my address. Okay. Could not contain my street name address. Could not contain the city I live in. Could not contain my zip code. And it had all this stored, and it could not contain 3 or more numbers in sequence of my phone number.
Yeah, I feel like that's good
rules. It is. It was just, but it just got so crazy that it was like, you know, and it also was the same for my emergency contacts. So, God damn it, fuck. My old job required you to have, I think, 3 emergency contacts.
Okay.
And so you had to fill out their first name, their last name, their address, and their phone number, and an email. Could not contain any of that information. And it, like, the password manager that, like, it would, like, the server that it was on would cross-check it every time you did that, and it would, like, basically boot me. So my password at my old job was like a sentence. And so my boss had me log into my computer one time when he was like standing right behind me, and he was like, God damn, you've been typing for like 20 seconds. And I was like, my password's a full sentence because of you people. Now my password at my new job is kind of usually just like a not short, but you know, standard password.
Yeah. So that's all to say, Ubisoft does not have the same level of security as someone like you. I
don't think any company has a password thing like me.
On Christmas Day, Ubisoft was hacked by 4 different groups at the same time, working all together.
Okay.
The first group infiltrated a game called Rainbow Six Siege. It's Ubisoft's most popular game. It's been going on since fucking forever. And they have a system in the game that when their anti-cheat detects cheaters, or when someone gets banned for toxicity or something, it'll show up on the screen. It'll say like username was banned for whatever.
Right.
What this first group did, they hijacked that system and then started sending messages to like every player that was online.
Okay.
They said just like a bunch of random shit. They started putting like entire songs in like Chats. 1 word per thing. Oh. Yeah, in their little like ban notifications pop-ups. Yeah, so they were just causing mayhem. A second group ended up on the same game giving over $1 trillion worth of like premium items and currency.
You told me
to
about
all the players.
You told me about this specific part.
Yeah.
You did not tell me about like the other parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
The third group ended up just like randomly banning a ton of accounts.
You know what's so funny about you telling me this?
Huh.
I went to get a haircut yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And Have you been to Cormac yet or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I went there once.
I was talking to Cormac, and I don't know how the topic came up, but we were talking about video games. And I was like, yeah, I've been playing Battlefield 6 lately. That's my go-to game. Or I'll sometimes turn on Red Dead if I really just want to kind of like dick around and just kind of like relax, like farming simulator. And he goes, oh, I don't play Battlefield. I usually play Call of Duty, but I can't anymore because I got banned. And I said,
what the fuck Cormac get banned for?
Cormac, you're such a soft-spoken guy. I can't imagine that you got banned for anything. And he goes, my account got hacked. And someone got into his account, and then I don't know Call of Duty, so I don't, but someone was hacking on his account, using his account. And so he like got banned from all future and past Call of Duties.
Yeah, because they're all on the same launcher.
Right. So he called Activision. Is that Call of Duty's?
Depending on what year it is. Yeah.
He called Call of Duty's company.
He called Call of Duty.
He called Call of Duty.
He called Mr. Duty.
He called the Secretary of Defense. He called whatever company is responsible for the ban, right? And he was like, this is the situation. And they were like, okay, we don't believe you. And so he was like, okay. And they were like, if you really want to get around it, just make another account. And he goes, yes, but I buy all my games digitally. So if he were to make another PlayStation account, he would lose all of his games. Yeah. And so he was like, I just don't play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, you know what? You have to stop somewhere.
I mean, you can have 2 accounts. Like, you can just have your Call of Duty account, and then you can have your account with everything else.
That's true. But he would have
the first one doesn't go away.
I was going to say he would have to play for PlayStation Plus, but I think that's going away.
PlayStation Plus?
Yeah.
There's no way they're ending a monthly subscription service.
I don't understand what's happening with it, but like it's getting, there's something that's like they're changing something about it. I don't
probably
know
making it more expensive.
I mean probably. I don't want to defend Sony.
PlayStation Plus.
I just know that this year they're doing something with it.
Games leaving PlayStation Plus?
No.
No, PlayStation Plus is not ending in 2026. However, starting in January, Sony will shift its focus to offering PS5 games as a key benefit of the service, and the PS4 games will be offered less frequently.
Oh. Maybe they changed. I saw something about it. There was people panicking about this, like it was Y2K. So I don't know. I didn't care to look into it because I don't pay for my PlayStation Plus subscription because it's on not my PlayStation. So I bill someone else's credit card. And so I was like, I don't care. Whatever price increase happens, like it's not my money that's getting spent. It's Sean's.
So yeah, the 4th group that hacked Ubisoft managed to get the source code for every currently released Ubisoft game dating back to the 90s and the source code for every upcoming and in development Ubisoft game and held it ransom.
See,
and then a couple days ago, Ubisoft got hacked again.
Did they pay the ransom?
I imagine. I haven't seen the source code for Ubisoft games floating around recently.
If you're a hacker, if you're listening, if you are a hacker, stop hacking shit like that. Be Robin Hood. Hack the loan servicers. Hack the banks. Make Elon Musk broke.
I mean, those places have way more security than a place like Ubisoft.
Do you think anything in the federal government right now has more security than the Ubisoft?
Yes.
I don't.
Ubisoft, I don't know if you heard me, but Ubisoft got hacked again a couple days ago. Like,
the federal government cannot even convict people correctly in court right now.
That's fine. They still have to have enough fucking firewall to defend from Iranian hackers.
But this is the whole thing, is the federal government also doesn't run stuff themselves. A lot of their shit is done using contractors.
Yeah.
So that's relying on federal contractors to do their job.
Yeah.
And you're hiring the lowest bidder
Yeah, but I don't know. It absolutely has more. Everything has more security than
either way,
Ubisoft.
everyone team up. All the hackers team up. Specifically, go to Mohila and just hit the delete button until you at least get to my name, and then you can stop.
Yeah, so they got hacked again a couple days ago. They banned every single player account for Rainbow Six Siege.
So are you banned?
For over 2 months, probably. I don't know. I haven't played the game in forever.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the first like notable hack that's happened recently.
Just imagine them doing a Heath Ledger Joker monologue. You'll notice that there's 2 switches in front of you.
You sound more like Jigsaw than Joker.
No, Jigsaw's like, play a game.
Yeah, but with the switches, I don't know.
No, the fucking things on the boats.
Oh, the detonators?
Yeah, 2 detonators.
Oh, yeah, he did kind of do a Jigsaw there. The second notable hack that happened recently was, and I probably did talk about this one on the podcast already, the journalist that infiltrated the white supremacist like dating
site. You talked about it last episode, yeah.
Yeah. So all of that is to say there are like if you want to get into like modern day kind of spy movie type shits, this is kind of what's happening in terms of like espionage and stealing secrets.
They're doing the meme.
Yeah.
It's CIA in 1967. Let's assassinate, what's his name? Castro, CIA today. Guys, I really do think that our enemy is Antifa. User Uwu Girl 47.
There is, however, some kind of classic espionage that's happened recently that, and by recently I mean last year, like beginning of it, that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Specifically corporate espionage.
Oh, did you hear about Paramount and Netflix?
No.
Okay, so you know that Netflix is...
It's like looking to buy Warner Brothers, right?
It's in the process. Like Warner Brothers, I think, has accepted it, but again, it's a merger, so it's going to take several years, and then it has to go through a court review. And if enough courts go slow enough, the next Trump administration is not going to stop it. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But the next Democratic administration, because I think the one thing that Biden did right is he hired like fucking Stalin as his FCC person.
Oh yeah.
And she just went beast mode and was like, no, to everything. And so if the next Democratic president can do the same thing, that can easily be stopped. But Netflix is like, oh, we're going to buy WB, right? And Paramount's like, well, we want WB. And the reason they want WB is purely because they want to make CNN Fox News too. And so Paramount's like, they've offered now 8 different like proposals, and WB keeps saying no. And so it's first off like, girl, take the hint. But now Paramount's new strategy, they're suing in court, arguing that Netflix is trying to create a monopoly. Horseshoe theory is alive.
Disney's gonna pull up and be like, hey, shut the fuck up, Paramount, shh, be quiet.
I think it's David Ellison is the owner of Paramount, Larry Ellison's son.
Okay.
He's gonna wake up to Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse mascot from Disneyland, with the fucking Glock in his face. But yeah, we've gone so far authoritarian right that we've now circled back to, hey, monopolies are bad, coming from Paramount of all people, a monopoly.
Yeah. So corporate espionage. I did not know what I was going to talk about today until last night, right before my sleeping pills were going to hit. And so I just pulled up a bunch of tabs of different articles on this. So I don't have a script. We're just going.
Okay.
Corporate espionage refers to the act of taking a company's proprietary information, intellectual property, or trade secrets without consent and giving them to another party. So just stealing their secrets and giving them to whoever wants it. Are you familiar with the term software as a service?
Software. I feel like I've heard it, but I don't know.
Yeah, so typically it refers to like payroll or HR like apps that you'll have on your
like
phone.
Paycom
Yeah,
or ADP.
Paycom. Yeah.
Okay.
Workday, all that kind of shit.
Don't fucking talk to me about Workday.
So last year, this story came out. There are two big companies that are software as a service companies that we're going to be talking about: Rippling and Deel.
Do they own other companies that are like subsets of the companies?
Probably.
I hate that. It's like when I learned that Google is not an actual, like, it is a company, but it's owned by Alphabet. And I was like, what the fuck is Alphabet?
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I hate that everything is owned by Alphabet, BlackRock, or there's another one.
Alphabet, BlackRock. I think Disney's the third one, honestly.
Oh, no. It's a fucking investment firm. Oh, God. And I know what it is because Sean has like an investment account through them. Like his 401k or something like that, or his Roth IRA.
Berkshire Hathaway?
No. It's a red logo.
Red logo.
A red logo. I'll think about it.
Target.
No, yeah, it's definitely Target. I'll think about it. But yeah, it's just one of those companies where it's like, God, they own everything. And then they also somehow end up being fucking military contractors, like under the same name as like their like hedge fund management company.
Mm-hmm. So, Deel ended up planting a mole inside of their competitor Rippling. From one way or another, they managed to get one of their own employees that was still on the payroll hired by another company, their main competitor. And what this mole did was actively feed Deel info on what Rippling was up to, so that Deel could like counteract.
How high level was this?
This on which side?
Like, okay, so this corporate spy was the corporate spy obviously for what was the one that who was he a spy for?
He was a spy for Deel.
For Deel, okay. So obviously like that's his job at Deel, right? He's spy. What job did he have at Rippling? Was he like a board member, or was he just like a
he wasn't
random
a board
software
member
engineer? Like, what was he?
I think he was like a lower tier employee.
Okay,
but so he at least had access to all of Rippling's internal systems because he would search through it thousands of times for Deel related terms. I think on average they said he was searching the word Deel like 27 times a day. And his main goal was just to identify customers that were about to switch from Deel to Rippling. And what Deel would do with this information is they would go to those people and they would offer like
a sweetened deal.
Yeah, very aggressive discounts.
Yeah,
to them to keep them there. This mole's direct boss.
I do that with Xfinity once a year. I call them and I'm like, I'm gonna cancel my service, and they're like, no, please, we'll give you 4 months free, and I'm like, make it 12, and then we'll call it a day.
This mole's direct boss, the person he was working directly under, was the COO for Deel. So this goes all the way up to the top. Well,
I don't know. The COO of companies is usually the bitch.
Yeah.
Of the company. Like that's like you know how on brand, I guess, you know how every time the Trump administration is like in hot water, they send JD Vance out to fucking mop up the mess and people yell at him. That's kind of what the COO does, is they just kind of like take the brunt of the fucking gunfire. That's what Target did.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Target, when Trump got elected, like the second he got elected, not even like let him get in office. Yeah, the second he got elected, they were like, no DEI. And a bunch of black people were like, hey man, we've been like giving you our money for a while. Like you put black products in Target, like black owned products in Target. And so they all pulled out and they, started boycotting Target, and Target's just fucking tanked.
Yeah.
And so their CEO, they basically sacrificed their CEO.
Yeah.
But all they did was just swap the CEO and the COO. And the old CEO now is just the new COO, and the COO is now the new CEO, and it's just like this fucking game of musical chairs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what ends up happening here with Deel. So aside from looking for a bunch of information on different sales that Rippling was about to close on and trying to like intercept those customers. The mole was also scraping internal data things. I can't find the fucking word. Jesus fuck.
Stutter.
I'm having a
Jesus.
stroke. The employee was also just scraping and the mole was fuck, dude. I can't fucking talk. Ow. I just slammed my hand on the chair and it pinched me. Fuck. The spy was scraping employee data from internal servers at Rippling.
Yeah, pad out those syllables.
And then what Deel was doing was they were going to Rippling employees and without having a job interview, they were just like, hey, you want to come work for us? We have this job for you. We'll just give you this job.
Me from 2020 to 2023.
Yeah. They were just cold hiring people from Rippling to try to steal as much of their talent base as possible. I don't know how much talent base you can have in a fucking HR app company, but I guess there is some.
It all just boils down to how bad of a person you are.
Yeah.
That's the whole, that's the whole thing is you don't get like especially in like a for-profit world, right? You don't get recommended to other jobs because you're a nice person. You get recommended to other jobs because you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It's like the same reason like when I worked at Burlington, I don't care about saying that. You can put that on the fucking, you don't have to bleep that out. When I worked at Burlington, we got a manager from Target.
I remember you telling me about her.
And you were like, yeah, and you were like, by the way, this person's going to be the worst person ever. And I was like, no, it's fine. And then I quickly learned that, I mean, I didn't work under her, so it didn't really matter. But it was just like, she was just fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Sorry. She was like, I literally was like, you deserve to go to Gitmo. Like,
the third thing this spy was looking out for was, and I don't know how exactly this one works. They spied on Rippling's internal comms to get ahead of like bad press about Deel, which I don't know. That's where I'm confused. Is how does Rippling have info that this article is going to come out about Deel that paints them in a bad light?
I mean, you pay reporters enough money or you give them enough attention.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's the same.
It's also an HR app company. Who the fuck gets attention from the press? But I guess the money.
Tech reporters.
Yeah.
It's the same reason that like Mark Gurman is able to just be like, here's everything that Apple's doing. It's because he like pays people probably. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying he's an unethical journalist, but like he just has like a insane track record with being like, you know, here's exactly what's going to be in the next iOS. Here's what the next iPhone's going to look like. And it's like a year before. Just spot on record. So clearly someone's leaking it to him. So I don't think like, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you treat your employees bad enough, you know, they're going to retaliate against you. But like, what's it worth, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, the spy would alert Deel saying like, hey, this article is going to come out. And then Deel would immediately start counter messaging before the article even came out. So
there's people fighting that have never fought before.
Yeah. At this point, Rippling is kind of like, okay, these deals we're about to close from people that are like, hey, I don't really like Deel anymore, or they're a bit expensive, make me an offer, are suddenly changing their minds. A bunch of our employees are leaving. Before a bad article about Deel comes out, they somehow have already countered it. Somebody is leaking something somewhere. And so to catch this guy, what they did was in Slack, which they primarily used for Slack purposes.
They plant false flags.
Yeah. I actually saw Slack the other day, and it looks exactly like Discord, but just for it's like corporatized. It's like brutalist Discord.
But this brutalism is cool. Slack is a Microsoft app, though, right? Is it not, or is it its own app?
I don't think so, because Microsoft has Messenger. Why would they also have Slack?
Microsoft also has Teams.
Yeah,
and that's why I was confused.
Slack?
Is I thought Slack was a Microsoft thing, because most companies use a suite. They don't use like random third party shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Slack is owned by Salesforce Incorporated.
Oh my god, even worse. God, it's like it's just like you say something and you say this is the worst case scenario, and somehow it's even worse. The worst thing someone could hear before they die is it's also owned by Salesforce.
Yeah.
We use Salesforce at work for one of our.
Tencent owns a majority stake in Discord, but Slack looks like you know I've
seen it.
Yeah, you know how for Rumble,
Rumble
or not Rumble? What the fuck is that conservative like Twitter platform?
Oh,
not Truth. No, not that one. The other one before that.
Oh,
was it Gab? Is that what it was called?
No, it's not. It wasn't called Gab. I know what you're talking. I just don't remember its name.
How it was just like they used the Twitter platform to build a website.
I mean, that's what True Social is.
Yeah. But that's how Slack looks to me too. I was very surprised when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you know, like at your job, you guys use Google. Everything. Google Chats, Google Texts, or whatever it's called.
Google Voice. Google Calendar.
Docs, Calendar, everything like that. At my job, we use SharePoint instead of Drive. We use Word, PowerPoint, Excel instead of spreadsheets, Pages, and whatever the fucking other one is called.
Yeah.
We use Teams. And so I always thought that Slack was owned by Microsoft, because like, why would you randomly outsource your like internal communications to a third-party app when Teams is part of that ecosystem?
I don't know.
Very weird. Okay.
Sometimes the ecosystem sucks.
Well, yeah.
So what Rippling did was they created a fake Slack channel called D-Defectors. It was a channel that was pretty much just filled with info about people that were leaving Deel to come to Rippling.
Which company created this? Deel?
Rippling
created it. Okay.
Yeah, so this was their internal channel being like, hey, these people are thinking about switching from Deel to us. Yeah.
Okay, and that's the false flag. Everything in there was false. Okay.
Yeah, then they told, Rippling ended up like telling 3 people at Deel about this. They told the chairman of the board, Deel's head of U.S. legal, and Deel's outside legal counsel. So those are the only 3 people that know about this internal Rippling channel. And hours later, they catch one employee searching for this Slack channel. So they're like, okay, there's our spy. They called security on him. Security went to pick him up, and he saw them coming, immediately ran into the bathroom and locked it. So they were like banging on the door. They could hear him flushing something, and so they were like, hey,
the laptop.
No, he was trying to flush his phone. He was trying to flush his phone because he had a burner phone that he was using to communicate to the COO while he was at Rippling.
Is it illegal to do this?
Yes.
Really?
It is very illegal. Corporate espionage is extremely illegal.
That's crazy. That's like the one thing that's regulated?
Yeah.
They're like, you can have a monopoly, you can underpay your employees, you can not give people...
corporations write the laws. They're going to make it illegal for other corporations to spy on them.
Okay, when you put it like that.
Yeah, so he's like in the bathroom, he's trying to flush his phone, and they're like, hey, don't do that. Like, you can get...
Tisk.
It's going to be a lot worse for you if you end up like trying to destroy evidence or something. His last words that he said in this confrontation, I'm willing to take that risk. So this man was fucking ride or die for Deel. He's like, fuck, I'm caught. I need to pop the cyanide pill in my tooth.
I don't mean to like fictionalize this or dramatize this, but there needs to be a movie made about this, and they need to have Jesse Eisenberg play that person, because I can imagine the line delivery of, I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah.
Like, just perfectly Jesse Eisenberg.
So yeah, that was pretty much the breakdown of the situation. Rippling ended up suing Deel, and also alleges like that there's a RICO conspiracy happening because of like the mole, the COO, like the legal teams being involved in it. Also, the COO's wife was laundering the money that they would pay the mole. I don't know why they would do that, but what was happening was they would deposit the money into the wife's account from their like corporate expense account, and they would just write it down on their thing as like expenses, and then the wife would send that money to the mole.
That's a huge, that's okay. I cannot tell you how many times I've caught shit from people for saying that we need to tax small businesses more.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, people are like, oh, support small businesses. And it's like, yes, absolutely. Like, small business is great. But fucking, it's always the small business owner who's like, oh, I'm going to go out to this $500 steak dinner.
Yeah.
Mention my business once and count it as a, you know, tax write-off.
Yeah.
That's a loophole. Fucking close it.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to just do that. Like,
the fucking HVAC owners and their big ass fucking houses. And it's like, you service like 3 places a year. How the fuck can you afford this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were. The time between the money hitting the COO's wife account and it being transferred out to the spy was 56 seconds, according to one bank statement that ended up getting revealed in this lawsuit.
I don't mean to promote anything illegal. I'm not doing that. And I don't mean to give anyone any tips. Would it not just be easier to cash it out, take it to a casino, get chips, play a couple games poker, lose, take those chips, say I'm leaving, give me my cash back?
I mean, I guess, but this is coming from hold on, where's the account? It just said it. Yeah, it was from its corporate account, like its corporate.
Okay.
Like, this is all the money we have, so I don't think you can really withdraw money and go to a casino with that.
Corporations can gamble, they're people.
I suppose, yeah. So yeah, in total, he was paid $6,000, and subsequent payments were made via crypto to, quote, leave no trace. I fucking hate how dumb people are. Cryptocurrency is one of the most easily traceable forms of currency in the fucking world, because everything is recorded. Every transaction, every transfer, you can follow it through all the way back to the beginning when that fucking crypto was mined. Like, it's so fucking dumb when people are doing these crypto schemes. And like CoffeeZilla, I don't know if you've ever heard that guy, but he's a YouTuber that
CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber that kind of popped off when everybody was doing like fucking shitcoin rug pull scams. He would investigate it and he would be like, yeah, so you can see like this wallet right here dumped this much money into the coin, inflated it. A bunch of people bought the original wallet, pulled out, sold all of its money, split it into these different wallets. These wallets are registered to this people. Like, it is so easily fucking traced. Just because people hear decentralized, they think it means you cannot fucking trace it. It always pisses me off. Not that I'm a fan of cryptocurrency, but people are just so fucking dumb, and that's what pisses me off.
I hear cryptocurrency and I get a pain back of my head. Maybe only second to the one that JFK felt. Like, it's bad. I don't, it's so bad. I see a Bitcoin ATM in like 7-Eleven and I want to blow my brains out.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck buying crypto at 7-Eleven?
Who's buying crypto?
Yeah, let me get a Scratchers, a can of Grizzly long cut, and 2 Bitcoin. Like,
I don't. It's so dumb. If it's not, I don't know. Money's dumb, but
yeah. What was this article? Oh yeah, this is them alleging that Deel, believe it or not, is a criminal syndicate that operates from the shadows of a multi-billion-dollar tech company.
I mean, if it's a corporation and it is actively making something, it's a fucking crime syndicate. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like name one corporation that's not doing something completely illegal and shady.
Yeah,
like
Rippling also alleges that Deel has done this with at least 3 other software as a service companies. So their whole fucking meta is just, yeah, we're just gonna steal shit from other people. Yeah, Deel specifically targeted other major EOR competitors. The complaint alleges other major EOR competitors have uncovered eerily similar conduct by Deel or its associates to obtain their confidential information and trade secrets. Yeah, so they ended up like catching the spy and taking him into custody. And while he was in custody, his burner phone was ringing, and they were taking pictures of it with the COO's name, like calling him and shit. So they
talk about the smoking gun.
Yeah, they had a very smoking gun. I tried to look into has this finished? Like, what's the current status of this lawsuit or whatever?
It's not tied up for the next 20 years in court.
Yeah, no, it probably will be. But all of this happened in like March of last year, I want to say. While I was I need to say something. Those articles I was reading that had the legal documents and we're talking about like the money laundering and the transfer of cryptocurrency and all that, those are directly from Rippling's website. Like, all of this is posted up on their website. This next thing I'm about to read you is directly from Deel's website.
Oh god, not them. The narrative, control it.
Deel reveals detailed proof of Rippling corporate espionage and theft. So, as a counter to them being sued by Rippling for corporate espionage and theft, Deel just hit him with the no you. Pulled out the Uno reverse card.
I mean, is it that far-fetched to imagine?
Not at all. I have no idea when either of these companies were founded, but Deel is saying that Rippling didn't develop its employer of record product; it stole it. So I guess that's what they call the thing that they ship out to people, employer of record product.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I imagine it's just like some HR shit.
Okay.
Deel says Rippling stole 1-to-1 the product that Deel offers people.
The thing is, okay, what I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around here is, I think you said it, it's HR software.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It seems like the most boring shit in the world, but this is fucking James Bond.
But that's the whole thing. So you have Apple, right? I'm going to go with Apple, tech company.
Okay.
Apple is, I think, the world's most valuable company right now. I want to say it is. I think it's. There might be another company that just passed it, but I think Apple has like a $4-point-something trillion market cap, right?
Oh, Nvidia. I feel like at one point
it might be Nvidia.
No, yeah, Nvidia is way past that.
So okay, but I'm gonna go with Apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the world's second most valuable company. They make the world's probably most popular product, just ever.
I feel like the world's most popular product is that Toyota you can mount the machine gun on the back of.
Fair. But no, like the iPhone, right? Like it's just an integral piece of technology in society. Like it fundamentally changed technology. Regardless of if you like it or not, regardless if you like that's just the reality of things, right?
Yeah.
I think Apple trying to shake up their product lineup or whatever, or anything like that, anything that Apple does software wise, because you notice that after they did iOS 7 and everything became like flat and colorful and not like skeuomorphic, everyone else started doing that. Like the trends that Apple does stuff, and then people follow those trends, right? Their corporate secrets, like what they're getting up to, is worth stealing. But an HR app, you clock in, you clock out, you have sick time, you have PTO time, and you have FMLA.
Yeah.
Like, what else is, like, I don't understand. Like, it just comes down to UI. Like, what is the UI and what is the cost of it for the company?
Yeah, this is a world completely foreign to us. But I mean, they're going up to big ass companies and probably making billions of dollars deals to
have them use their service.
Yeah.
But it's just like, again, I mean, I will say that for my old job, we used Workday. Hated Workday. Absolutely fucking hated it. But the nice thing about it was that I set my schedule in it. So I had to do a schedule every month, but I could just click repeat schedule from last month and it would just fill up, and I never had to clock in or clock out or anything. At my current job, I don't even know what we use now. Oh, it's called Arts. Arts. You log into it, it looks like it's from the 1970s. It looks like a nuclear launch fucking interface. And it's so confusing, and I'm like, okay, this company needs to go down the drain because this is ridiculously outdated. It's not intuitive. It doesn't make any sense. But it's just like, it just comes down to UI. It would seem. Because you're punching in and you're punching out and you're keeping track of write-ups. Like, you're just doing a handful of things. You're not doing anything special with an HR app.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I forgot to say, this is all happening in Ireland, by the way.
Okay, so that makes sense why it's like super illegal there, because the UK...
It's illegal in the US too. They're being sued in California.
Well, the Ninth Circuit is pretty hard on tech companies, but the EU is Ireland's in the EU, right? I'm sure it is. It has to be. Ireland's not in the EU.
I imagine not. Like, if
I thought the UK wasn't in the EU, but Ireland is.
Let me see. Is Ireland part of the EU? Ireland, country in Europe. Thank you. I mean, they use the euro, so yeah, they probably are actually.
They have to be. They're woke enough.
Oh yeah, Ireland has been a member state of the European Union since 1973.
There we go. Okay. The EU is pretty hard on these type of regulations.
Yeah,
so that
the
makes
EU
sense.
is so fucking great at regulating things. They're the reason we have USB-C on everything now, and I fucking love just having one cable that can do anything. It's so nice. The fucking China is even further ahead in the one cable thing. They have one cable that can actually do anything. One cable, you can use the same cable to charge your phone. You can use the same cable to like plug in your fucking Keurig. You can use the same cable to plug your PlayStation into your TV, and it'll transfer video through this cable. The video, data, power, fucking anything that you want cable.
Most technology is just a matter of it just needs to be built. Not necessarily like, can it be done?
Yeah. So April 25th, 2025, Deel posts this on their blog. They said, Deel's mission is to radically simplify global work, and our focus is on building the best payroll and HR platform available, paired with a seamless customer experience, compliance, and first-rate service. We have evolved over just 6 years to serve 35,000 plus customers in over 150 countries, achieving a $800 million run rate, a $12 billion plus valuation, and have been profitable for 2.5 years.
Who is this for? Who is a fucking HR app blog on their website for?
This shit's like, for me. This shit is crazy.
No, but like, I get it that like we're the exception and this is like a weird news, but realistically, how many people do you think are going to their website and being like, oh, let me check the blog today?
It's a completely foreign world for us. I'm sure there are so many people that are.
There really is so many worlds out there.
Actually checking.
It's like when
shit.
You hear a song on TikTok go viral.
This
and
is for specifically probably like C-suite type people.
This is like when I first heard of Jelly Roll for the first time. Like that's like, this is rocking my world that things like this exist.
Did I tell you that Haley's like 80-year-old grandma was like
into Jelly Roll?
Yeah, she was like, ooh, Jelly Roll's so hot. I was like, what?
With the face tattoos and everything. He's skinny now. He's on Ozempic.
Yeah, no, that's what she said. She was like, I didn't like him before, but once he got on Ozempic, I was like,
fat
ooh.
fuck.
Yeah. to continue the article, the reason for our success is simple. We relentlessly focus on our business and nothing else. To us, industry competition is a data point, and we believe we are peerless in the areas we are best known for. Another industry player, Rippling, takes a different view. We have filed a civil lawsuit against Rippling in the Superior Court in Delaware. Oh, never mind, it's in Delaware.
Oh, you want to know why?
I thought I saw California. Oh, no, right, yeah. No, it is in California as well.
Delaware has this weird thing. I think it's Delaware. Where you can incorporate a business there, and all you have to do is have a P.O. box. And it's like a negative tax rate, like the state pays you, essentially. Whoa. So if you look at like where a lot of companies are HQ'd, their HQ's here. Well, tech companies, their HQ's here. Their incorporation paperwork
comes from Delaware.
And so that's the reason that it's a double-edged sword. I'll tell you this: if you're a company looking to do this, it's a double-edged sword, because that court out in Delaware that handles that shit, the corporate espionage court, the civil court like that, that shit is woke. Like I'm like FDR 2.0 woke. Like Teddy Roosevelt antitrust monopoly busting woke. They're the court that when Tesla wanted to pump and dump Elon Musk's pay to $1 trillion, that court was like, fuck right off. And Elon Musk got pissed and tried to move it to Texas because he was like, oh, Tesla's HQ'd in Texas. And they were like, not so fast, sir. Your incorporation paperwork says Maryland.
Yeah.
Like, it's, yeah.
Our complaint details a long-standing pattern of behavior that we believe runs counter to the integrity and honesty demanded by customers of HR providers. Rippling has a documented history of attacking competitors and former employees, including Deel, through legal action, frivolous regulatory complaints, and misleading marketing tactics.
This is another thing. If I'm ABC company and I use either Rippling or Deel as my HR thing, I'm looking at this and saying, I'm going to go to Workday. I'm going to go to ADP.
No, I want the people that are stealing from other companies. Are you kidding me?
Why? I don't want to be involved in this. Get me out of it. Because then if I get a subpoena, everyone's catching heat.
They're not subpoenaing the customers.
Well,
the customers are not the employees of the company.
No, but if they're doing that thing where the customers are like, oh, you know, we might be done here at Deel, we might go over to Rippling. And then Deel contacts them and is like, hey, let me give you 500% off. We'll pay you, right? You have to prove that in court. How do you prove that? You subpoena the people who got the deals.
Why do you have to subpoena the person when you have the contract?
Because you have to have it builds the case.
I guess.
Hear it from, it's like, you know, if there's a crime committed and, you know, there's a witness and the officer on scene says, okay, you know, John Smith witnessed this on the police report. The DA doesn't just read the police report to the jury. He subpoenas John Smith to say exactly what he said in the thing, because it's all about consistency.
Yeah, but that's a report and like an eyewitness, whereas this is all in like contracts and messages, and you have like the hard proof.
Yeah, and then it's, you know, you subpoena them and you're like, is there anything else that we're missing? Like, is there anything else that we missed that could add to this, like that led to this? And then
they're like, no, it's all right there in the papers. Yeah, why am I here?
Yeah, but again, you still would get like deposed and subpoenaed.
I don't know. I still want the people that are stealing from other people because I got all the best shit under one umbrella.
Okay.
On March 17th, Rippling filed a lawsuit against Deel in California as its latest maneuver in its campaign to try to impugn Deel's reputation. Today, Deel filed 3 motions to address this lawsuit. And then it's a motion to dismiss on forum non-convenience grounds in favor of Ireland, motion to dismiss under Rule 12b-6, and an anti-SLAPP motion. We look forward to the truth coming out through the litigation process in Ireland. We have taken the high road in the past, but enough is enough. We won't tolerate this conduct any longer. To our customers and partners, We thank you for your partnership, even amongst this unnecessary noise generated by a lagging competitor. We will continue to remain laser focused on serving your needs by building the best global payroll and HR products on the market. So that's from April. June 3rd, they said, Deel files amendment. Rippling didn't build, it stole. Deel has uncovered hard evidence that Rippling didn't develop its employer of record product. It stole it. For 6 months, Rippling's competitive intelligence manager, under a fake company name, infiltrated Deel's platform 58 times. Which, I mean, you're kind of telling on yourself there. You're like, yeah, our shit is so vulnerable that under the 6 month we've been breached 58 times.
So originally, Deel was the one who sent the spy into Rippling.
Yeah.
And now Deel is saying, no, Rippling sent a spy into us.
Yes.
That's not a great look. Like, no, we didn't commit that crime. We're too inept. We're too inept to do our own job to do that.
They said the Rippling spy downloaded troves of proprietary documents, including global contracts, benefits policy, and pricing, and used Deel's support team to extract even more information. So not only was this guy able to access the servers and download all of your proprietary shit, but your employees are stupid enough to click fucking phishing links in emails.
Okay, in the employees' defenses, I have to admit, I have gotten caught multiple times, and it is because they send stuff that would not normally be a phishing email. For example, one time,
yeah, they're not going to send you an email that's like, hey, this is a phishing link.
No, but this is the whole thing. One time, I send out a UPS package. I click notify me. I need to know when the package has been picked up. I need to know when it's been received by the transit center. I need to know when it's being sent out for delivery, and I need to know when the receiver has signed for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm expecting at least 5 UPS emails. I get an email from UPS, and it says, hi, click here to view the tracking status. Your order has been received. Or like the package has been picked up and is in transit.
Mm-hmm.
Click here for your tracking number. Click here for everything. Click it. Phishing email. And it's like, again, I was expecting an email from UPS.
You gotta be checking that shit. You can't just click an email because you're expecting it. Deel said, we have unequivocal proof of these allegations, including screenshots, logins, interactions with our team, etc. All of it directed by Rippling leadership. When caught, they tried to cover it up, but the digital trail remains. This isn't competition, it's corporate theft. We'll prove it in court. And then you can download all the different court documents
that reads,
and shit.
You ever seen the People's Court?
Yeah.
That reads like the intro, when the plaintiffs and the defendants are walking in. It's like, she thinks that he's in hot water. Dun, dun, dun.
I heard about this last year, like when the first lawsuit came out, and every couple of months I'll like look into it to see if it's been updated at all, and that is the first like update that I've seen so far. I'm so invested in this. This is the modern day espionage of like the Cold War era. I mean, the fucking HR provider, like payroll provider fucking world is cutthroat.
I mean, I do actually, I know that we joked about it not being a serious thing, like who's getting this worked up about HR, but the number of like podcast ads that I hear that are for like ADP and Workday and Paycom is like insane.
Damn, you listen to some shit ass podcasts.
No, it's just
all the podcasts I listen to are like Manscaped.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I hear the
gamer
same
subs.
I think it's because well, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts now. I used to listen to a bunch and now I don't. But one of the podcasts that I listen to, the one that I listen to most is its own podcast, own like company LLC thing, but it's distributed by Sirius now. Like they were originally independent. It's what's going to happen to us, hopefully. We get bought up by whatever. We still remain the host. It's still the Learning Curve podcast, but
we just have to have Netanyahu tell us what to work on.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about Hamas unless it's bad.
We're not allowed to criticize the fantastic and lovely state of Israel.
That's amazing. But we only have to wear blue and white.
The completely innocent and beaten down state of Israel.
I went on the wedding invite website yesterday and it said, oh, you're a Learning Curve member podcast. You have to have the Star of David on your thing. No. I think because it's
Can you just be Jewish for a night at your wedding so we can do that thing where we put you on the chair and carry you around?
Well, one, I think that's you could just do that. I don't think you have to be Jewish to do that. No,
you have to wear a yarmulke.
Two, I don't want to mess up my hair.
It's okay. It doesn't. Okay.
Two,
it'll just cover up your bald spot for a little bit.
You know what? Is Judaism one of those religions where you just kind of have to like accept the religion to be part of the religion, or is it like a whole step thing? Because like in Catholicism, you just have to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and then like by the rules of the Bible, like you'll go to heaven. But there's other religions where like you can't just be like, oh, I'm like, you can't just walk into like you could walk into a Catholic church.
Like with Islam and their whole like, oh, you can't.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if I wanted to today, I could go to a Catholic church, walk in, say, I want to be a Catholic. And they'd say, okay, come to church every Sunday. And then here's the, fucking rules, I guess. I don't know. You might, baptism. I mean, I think you have to get baptized, but you could just get baptized. You have to do classes.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, you don't have to do classes.
To get baptized, you do. But what I'm saying is that from my understanding of it, if you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior before you die, like by virtue of that, you will be granted the same like protections as everyone else that's already like a practicing Catholic.
I mean,
but there are other religions where like you can't just simply walk into their place of worship and be like, hi, I'm now a Mormon, I'm now a Jew, I'm now a Muslim.
I mean, I feel like the process is the same as you described with Christianity. You go to the place of worship and then you talk to the rabbi, or I don't know what the name of a priest is in Islam.
Oh, I don't know that either.
I don't know if they have one because they.
I use the gender neutral. I use the gender. They have mosques, not temples.
Or mosques. Yeah, sorry. That they just like go to mosques and pray. It's not like they have like mass or anything. At least not that I know of. They might.
I don't know. I don't know how. You would think because for some reason in 7th grade they were like, let's learn about history via religion.
Yeah.
Which I mean, smart because it was like not prehistoric. Fucking ancient history, like
pre-ancient history.
No, not pre-ancient. Like it was ancient history. It was BCE. Like it wasn't like we were learning about like Mesopotamia and stuff.
Yeah,
like we weren't learning about like the like modern day, because modern day is 14. I think it's 1400 now.
They need to update that.
It's 1400 to 1945 is modern, and then 1945 to now is postmodern.
So what the fuck happens after postmodern?
They have an event. It's not still going. Like
we're still. But what's going to happen after it? Do we have a name yet?
I don't think so. They don't usually do that. It's like the Y2K thing. I don't know if you heard, but they're going to have Y2K2 in 2038.
Oh, thank God. Why 2038?
Because do you know the solution to Y2K? Like what they came up with?
I mean, there was no solution. There was no problem.
There was a problem. It wasn't a huge problem, but there was a problem. So essentially Y2K's problem was that the years were coded in double digits instead of quadruple digits. So computers were not going to be able to process 1901 versus 2001. And so
I also want to let you know, after December 31st, 1999, it became January 1st, 2000, not 2001.
Well, you would think. So the issue is it was coded as in, there was never a year zero, right?
Okay.
There was never, it went 1 BC to 180. There was no 0 year.
I thought 0 was just the year that Jesus was born.
Right, and that's 180.
It's not 0 AD?
No. So technically the start of the 21st century in a data environment is 2001.
Why?
Because there was no year zero. It's the same way that we say that the 20th century is the 1900s and the 21st century is the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's all one digit behind because there was no year zero.
No, I don't think that's it.
It is.
We say it's the 21st century because we're working up to the year 2100. Like once we get to 2100, 2100 years will have passed.
There was no year zero. That's my point. The idea is that in a data environment, it does not account for a year zero. So it's all like 1 year behind, right? So Y2K should have happened technically in January of 2001. But either way, everything was in 2 digits. So it wasn't 1965, it was just 65. But the problem is that a lot of companies that were to have data from 1965 through 2065 were like, oh no, like, this is going to be a problem. The issue was, it was just a storage issue because everything was like megabytes back then and it cost a lot of money. But they just switched from, I think, 32-bit coding, which was in 1970. They basically said, okay, computer time starts in 1970 and it's just counting in seconds. So when your computer displays the date, today's the 11th, January 11th, 2026 at, let's say 4:32 p.m., it calculates that as seconds since 1970, since January 1st on 1970 at midnight.
I mean, it doesn't. It just fetches the date and time from a database on the internet.
But that's how the computer processes it, is in seconds since 1970.
Okay.
The problem is that it only goes up to 32 digits. That's why it's called 32-bit. In 2038, we surpass that.
Yeah, but we're not on 32-bit processors
Most
anymore.
of them aren't. That's the thing, is it's not a big problem, but some are still on 32-bit. But when you convert it to 64-bit, it's like 300 million years in the future. Like it adds, it's like, it's Y2K was a completely avoidable problem. People were just lazy. And 2038 is also another completely avoidable problem. People are just lazy. So it's just like in 2035, you're going to see like a bunch of people be like, oh no, this is coming up. And people are just going to be like, yeah, we just got to, switch over to 64-bit. Like it's super easy, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't remember how we got on that topic. Oh, you want me to do the chair dance at my wedding?
Yeah. I'm gonna lift you up, both physically and emotionally.
But how did we get on religion?
Fucking no.
Wow.
Oh, we were talking about Netanyahu owning our butts.
Right. I
think
the ads in the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's because Sirius is like the company, right? And the way that they do it is they usually just go to like an ad, like most companies that want to advertise go to an advertising firm, and then that advertising firm distributes the ads to distributors who distribute the pod. It's all just literally just a chain of command.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot why you were talking about that.
We talked about how ADP, and I got ads for like ADP and like,
oh yeah, you got like butt ass ads.
Yeah. And so I think it's because I listen to podcasts that are distributed by like conglomerate services like Sirius, or there's one that's like I think it starts with a W. I forget what it's called.
All the podcasts that I listen to are like this.
This just completely, yeah. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be owned soon.
No, we won't. We will be independent forever. Fuck corporate America.
You'll say that, but then they're going to offer us a check, and then you'll say, you know what?
They're going to offer us a check. I'm going to say no. I will not be owned by Raytheon. Thank you very much.
Raytheon! And that's the company.
Raytheon is not an ads company.
No, the company I was talking about, everything is owned by BlackRock or Raytheon.
Oh.
That's the company.
I was like, Raytheon is not distributing ads to podcasters.
It probably is. Are you in the mood to bomb Iran?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no. I do not want to be owned by Raytheon, and you're gonna be like, but it's $20 million, and I'm like, I don't care, I don't want it, and then you'll get mad, and then we'll never talk again.
You know what? It mind boggles me. Companies buy out politicians.
Yeah.
Right. What is stopping the politicians from taking the money and just not doing what the companies want?
That's what I've been. I guess the promise of more money.
Like if I ran for I wouldn't, like, realistically I wouldn't do this, but if I were to run for office and take like AIPAC money, what's stopping me from taking the $9 million check from Israel and saying, yeah, I'll vote to bomb Gaza, and then just being like, no, I hate the state of Israel.
I mean,
like, what is stopping me from doing that? I mean, sure, I won't get another $9 million check, but like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you get the money, you get $1 million, right? You buy $1 million car, and then after that, you're just like, well, I need more money, so I guess I have to go with their messaging.
John Fetterman did it. He ran as a progressive, and now he's just like,
yeah, and then he had a stroke, and now he's fucked up.
Yeah, he's a conservative.
Yeah.
The stroke to conservative pipeline.
Fucking shot a black guy, said sorry for it, got elected as a leftist, fucking had a stroke, and then went back to his roots.
We're walking a very fine line with the guy from Maine.
Which guy from Maine?
Graham Plattner.
Oh.
He had a Nazi tattoo.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, we can't let him in the party. And it's like, brother, he was...
It's your party. He's like one of the founders.
No, I mean, basically because he had the Nazi tattoo. It wasn't a swastika. This whole thing, everyone thinks it's a swastika. He just had a symbol that was like linked to Nazism.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbols.
Yeah, and
like
his whole thing
88.
was I was drunk when I got the tattoo. I was young when I got the tattoo, and I had it removed. Like when it was brought up that is a common like white supremacist like dog whistle tattoo. I got it removed, and people are like, we can't let him into the Democratic Party even if he is progressive. And it's like, brother, he was a Marine. I cannot stress to you how ill-advised Marines are on things. Like, they don't say they eat crayons for nothing. Like, let's cut the brother some slack. He probably genuinely didn't know. Also, while we're at it, look at Pete Hegseth's tattoos.
Yeah, Pete Hegseth's tattoos.
Brother has like good. Everything but the Nazi, like the swastika on it.
Yeah. I just saw a photo the other day of a bunch of cops being sworn in, and he, like, one of the guys has like a tattoo on his forearm, and it's just some fucking alt-right like Nazi imagery. I was like, fantastic.
Oh my god, I have an upticking the tattoos. I've been meaning to tell you this for 2 weeks now. Remember the guy I told you about at my gym, the guy that runs like he has a fucking butt plug in, his wife has like diabetes, and he looks like a fucking meth head.
Okay,
and he has the Blue Lives Matter thing, and he was like basically like verbally abusing his wife.
Yeah,
saw him the other day at the gym, and first off, he has like meth. He's a meth head. There's no way
he's got meth breath.
No, he just looks like a meth head. Like, he behaves like one.
Stripping all the copper from the...
He has another tattoo that takes up his full forearm. If I gave you 5 million guesses, you would never believe.
His whole forearm?
His full forearm. You would never guess the subject matter of his tattoo on his forearm.
The subject matter?
Yeah. And I will say it is police adjacent, and that is the only hint I will give you.
Firefighters?
No.
The Iwo Jima, them raising the flag?
No.
What else would this guy have? Police adjacent?
Quite frankly, I kind of want him to be
the Glock logo.
No. I want him to be a guest on this podcast because I need to figure out what's going on with him.
You want to invite a meth head into here?
Yeah.
All of your shit's going to get taken.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It is the crime scene from the Zodiac killing where he took the victim's blood and drew the crosshairs on the door of the car. It is a tattoo of the
Zodiac
door
crosshair
on the door of the car where he killed the teenagers.
I'm not going to lie, that's kind of sick.
I saw it the other day at the gym, and I just had to stare at it. I was like, what is this guy's political ideology? He has the Blue Lives Matter thing, but then he's also like pro Zodiac. Like, what?
Maybe he is the Zodiac.
Like, those are ops. The Zodiac is the cops' ops. Like, that's like having a Batman and Joker tattoo. Like, this guy's so weird. I'm gonna look at his tattoos tomorrow when I see him at the gym.
I need you to take a picture of him, like, discreetly.
Okay. I will.
Or not discreetly. You could just walk up to him and he probably had so much. He's probably had so much meth he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, this guy's. I'm gonna try and get a better look at his tattoos because he has some weird tattoos going on. It's yeah.
Are they like well done?
No, I don't think so. Not in my opinion. I mean, I'm tainted. My tattoo guy's really, really good at what he does. So I see some tattoos and I'm like, it's kind of bad. Like, I don't know what you were thinking. Well,
all right. You want to read it out?
Yeah, we'll read out socials. What do you think about corporate espionage? Would you be a spy?
What white supremacist tattoo would you get?
Yeah. What would you get? That's yeah. Okay, popping up right next to me. YouTube Learning Curve Pod. We got 5 new followers.
Damn.
Last week on YouTube. So make sure you're hitting like, subscribe, hit the bell right next to the like button.
Yeah, we need to start saying that at the beginning. But at this point, nobody's listening.
I know. Instagram, learningcurve.podcast. Twitter, we are at learningcurvepod. Bluesky, learningcurvepod.bsky.social. TikTok, Learning Curve Podcast. We got a week with no bad comments.
Let's go.
We had one guy though say that he got married out in North Carolina. Somewhere
people
like
talking
that.
about their marriages on our TikTok comments.
Yeah, it was
keep that shit out of there.
Well,
I don't want to hear that
shit.
It
was a video about the pirates, and he was like, "Oh, Blackbeard held this town hostage at one point."
What?
Yeah, you just watching TikToks?
Oh, I'm watching ours.
Oh,
I'm from Charleston and had my wedding at White Point Garden where they used to hang pirates. Blackbeard held the city's harbor hostage until we supplied him the medicine he and his crew needed. We gave him what he needed and he left without firing a shot. He's speaking like he was there.
I know. He's a vampire. Bodhi's Twitch is Shrink3Dink. My Twitch is ChefCram_. That's it. There's nothing else right there. Yeah, we'll be back next week like normal. I do think so. Next week we're gonna do some life advice. Got a little bit of a special episode planned. I think at one point in the future, I need to look it up. One of our first episodes last year, because this week is our first year anniversary.
This week?
Yeah, January 15th was our first episode.
Oh, shit.
We're not at 52 because we missed 2 weeks, but yeah, this week will be our first year anniversary. So next week we'll do a little celebration. But one of our very first episodes, we did hot takes. I'd like to revisit that, but more planned because you sprung it on me and I could not think of anything.
Okay.
So maybe next month at some point we might do hot takes 2.0, but maybe like a bunch of different categories and then we'll spin a wheel.
Yeah.
Kind of throw out some really good hot takes. But yeah, next week we'll be doing some life advice. I got some stuff planned for that. We'll be giving out life advice and comparing and contrasting because we did relationship advice. Now we're doing life advice.
Okay.
So we'll be talking about what you should invest your money in.
Like that's a joke. The entire thing?
No. It's just a joke. And then the following week, we're back on our Mission Impossible bullshit.
Let's go. I don't have to do any work for 3 weeks.
No, because your episode would follow that. So 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, but
next week is my episode.
Yeah, I don't have to do any work that week.
Okay. Next week is Mission Impossible.
Then I don't have to do any work that week.
And then the next week is your episode.
But I don't have to do any work this week either because the next week is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Not that I was doing work over the week. Like I said, I did this last night as my sleeping pills were about to take me.
Do my research in like a couple days. It's like when I'm bored at work.
I apparently just pull up tabs on my phone and spitball it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, looking forward to that. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.